Hey guys, it's Jill. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Welcome to another Get Ready With Me. Today, it's a very exciting Get Ready With Me because we are going to do a Q&A. So go ahead, get your wine or your water or whatever drink of your preference. Get a snack and sit down because it's going to probably be a long one because y'all asked some really good questions. So thank you for that. Before we get into the Get Ready With Me, I do want to say a huge thank you to Dossier for sponsoring and partnering with me on this video. Y'all already know I absolutely love Dossier. This one in particular for this month, I got Woody Oak Moss, and it is inspired by Chanel Coco Mademoiselle Eau de Parfum. And the top notes are bergamot, orange, and peach. Middle notes are jasmine, rose, and patchouli. And base notes are oak moss, vanilla, and vetiver. So if you guys don't know about Dossier, where have you been first? But second of all, this smells amazing. Basically, with Dossier, you are going to get inspired by your favorite high-end designer fragrances for a fraction of the price. So with Dossier, they believed that every woman and every man, no matter their budget, should be able to smell delicious and good and yummy. So their fragrances start out at $29. We're talking they're inspired by YSL, Gucci, Chanel, like your favorite designers, high-end. Jo Malone is very popular on their website as well. So this is what their bottles look like. There is a lot in here, okay? There's a lot in here. You're gonna get a lot of use out of this. And I love the magnetic caps. They also have a try before you buy program. So if you don't like it, you send it back. Shipping is on them. No questions asked. I absolutely love what they stand for. They're just an awesome company. So yeah, link is going to be down below in the description box. And also don't forget to use coupon code MissGreenEyes10 to save 10% off. Also, when you're at checkout, do pay with catch and you can also earn rewards. So let's go ahead and get into these questions. And let's get ready with me and get ready with me, or like I said, just grab a snack and something to drink. So I'm not going to talk makeup. We are just going to talk, and as I talk, I'm going to apply. So I did ask y'all on Instagram, and I also asked y'all on what's that? I asked y'all on Instagram, and then I also asked y'all on YouTube. Seriously, Jill. I asked y'all both places, so I have a lot of questions. So if I don't get to your answer or your question to answer your question, please do not feel like I am neglecting you or abandoning you. I have a lot of questions and y'all asked. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Actually, let me go ahead and put on my primer because I want it to sit. So what made you start YouTube? How did you start, girl? I started back in 2010. Y'all know I love this if I'm still doing it 12 years later, 13 years, or how many, 12 years later? 12 years later, and I still haven't reached 100,000 subscribers. I feel like I'm the only person who has started. Let me know if a person has started and has consistently remained uploading and has not hit 100,000 subscribers yet, and isn't like bawling, like you making that YouTube money, because I'm not there yet. And yeah, a lot of times it gets to my head. But I also am very grateful that I still get to do this full time, even though I'm not making that YouTube money that a lot of people are making, especially when I've been doing it for 12 years. But what made me start was I had my daughter. You guys don't know, I was also in an abusive marriage. So, oh my gosh, I went through major postpartum depression after having her. And I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that I was alone. I was in a new city, a new state that I hated where I was, and that's like a whole thing. But it was just me. And it was hard taking care of a newborn. For whatever reason, with Ava, or with Contrell, my son, he was so willing to help out in the middle of the night. But with Ava, it was like, no, like, you're on your own. So I was so sleep deprived, and I was so depressed. So when I got out of the depression, I was like, I want to learn, because I've always been a lash girl. I've always been an eye girl. I've always been, let me play up my eyes. It's just been my favorite. Like, whenever I look at makeup, I love looking at, like, intricate eye makeup looks. That's why I will spend hours on my eyes. I just always have loved doing that. So I wanted to feel better about myself, and I wanted these long, luscious, beautiful lashes. And I was like, let me just Google. And that's when I discovered the world of YouTube. And I was like, it was Candy Johnson. And she was the first video that popped up, and I watched her video, and then I discovered Emily Noel. And I kid you not, oh my gosh, I went through every single one of her videos. I would spend hours watching Emily Noel's videos, and she really inspired me to start, because I was looking and I'm like, I can do this. I can totally do this. Now, I never had the money to keep up with a makeup channel, because that is expensive. So I keep telling myself I feel like that's why, because I know I'm talented, I know I'm gifted, I know what I'm doing. However, it's very expensive to keep up a YouTube, not a YouTube channel, a makeup YouTube channel. It's very expensive. So yeah, that's what got me started, was me just wanting to look better and feel better about myself after I had my baby girl. And after going through like major postpartum depression, that was not fun. But I learned a lot, and I discovered it like around November of 2009. So my daughter she was just born. She was only like a couple months old when I started. Sweet girl, now she's 13. So have I been doing it 13 years then? Y'all, I can't count. It'll be 13 years come January. What is your favorite kitchen utensil? My favorite kitchen utensil, I mean, I love my little like chopper thing for ground meat, but I also love my watermelon. That's the summer. I got so much use out of both. By the way, I'm letting this sit because it's a very creamy concealer, and I want it to kind of stay where I put it. Where is that brush I'm gonna use? Right here. What is one thing your kids would change if they could? They would have a dad in their life. They would have a man. Someone like a father figure. Either their dad, or I'm guessing if they could change one thing and they had the power to change one thing, it would be the power to change their dad into a healthy human being who is not abusive and who is kind and loving and supportive, and like all the things that, you know, we would all need for him to be, and for him to be in their lives. How's your mental health while being on Weight Watchers? My mental health has been trash just overall, because of the fact that I have been very isolated ever since I don't even know to call it, like, is it an injury? Whatever happened to my foot. I'm going to the podiatrist tomorrow, so y'all stay updated with that, or you can stay updated on that if you want to on my vlogs, but I'm going to a podiatrist tomorrow, and I pray to God that he's like, you can keep walking. Because my doctor, he was like, stay off of it. And I've stayed off of it as much as possible. And then I've also had days where I've walked like 10,000 steps. And I feel like as long as I'm wearing the boot, yeah, on the days where I like walk more, obviously it hurts more, but it goes right back to feeling fine the next day. So I feel like I probably could, but every time I ask my friends, I'm like, should I go exercise? And they're like, no, because you need to go get it checked out again. It could be something more serious and you could do more damage. So my mental health has been not that great because of the boot, but as far as, or like the foot thing, but joining Weight Watchers, I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it. So overall, like, just taking into consideration, if my mental health wasn't so messed up because of what's going on and like the isolation, the lack of sun and lack of vitamin D and no exercise and all that stuff, it would be great. I freaking love Weight Watchers. I love it. I don't have to think. I'm eating so much. I literally lost 11.6 pounds my first month with no exercise. I am blown away. And I literally eat so much. Like, people dog on me on Instagram, not Instagram, on TikTok. Like, you're not gonna lose that much. You're not gonna lose any weight. You eat way too much. And I'm like, girl, aren't I eating good? I'm eating real good. But that's the thing. That's the misconception that so many people have when they start dieting, is you can't eat. You have to, like, you can't eat more than, anyone who eats more than like 16 or 1800 calories, that's just too much. It's too much. You're never going to lose weight. And it's like, I'm literally like, you have to take in consideration my weight. And, you know, there's so much that goes into Weight Watchers and their formula. They base it on your weight, age, gender, all kinds of stuff. So, girl, I'm eating good. So my mental health is good on that aspect. And I also, in October, have been eating 3 pieces of Halloween, like my favorite Halloween candy, like chocolate in the fun size. So that way when Halloween comes, I've been eating it every single day in the month of October. And when Halloween comes, I'm not going to be like, oh my gosh, I need to eat all the candy, or feel like I'm missing out because I've literally been eating candy all month long. And I'm going to do that in November with some favorite like Thanksgiving treats, and then in December with some favorite holiday treats. So if you guys want to keep up with that, you can follow me on my weight loss channel if you guys would like to. We're going to do bronzer. How's your dating life going? Are you still talking to the guy who took you to RH? No. That all is on Patreon, which actually, I'm going to redo Patreon to, I'm not doing Patreon anymore. I'm going to switch over to a channel membership where I'm going to start going live, so y'all can like ask me questions and I'll talk about dating life. But honestly, right now, I'm stepping away. I'm stepping away. It's too much. I've got too much going on, and I really need to focus on what is going on in my life and what I'm doing with my weight loss and stuff like that. And these dudes, I don't know, man. They say one thing, or they say they want one thing, and then they act completely different. I'm so over it. I'm so over it. I'm so freaking over it. But that was it wasn't a nice date. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of felt a little awkward, and I kind of felt like, I don't know, it was hard to have a conversation. It was weird. It was kind of weird. And it was pretty though. And I'm glad I was able to go, because that place is expensive. So thank you, dude, for taking me to an expensive ass place. But yeah, there was a lot of things that was kind of off on that date. And looking back, I'm like, I didn't even enjoy myself. So, do you still do try on hauls? All the freaking time. Siblings, I have 3 brothers. Any holiday plans in Charlotte? Not really, none other than to go around and find more things to do that we didn't do last year. I doubt that we'll do anything that we did last year other than Carowinds. We're definitely doing Carowinds again, because that was so much fun and I really enjoyed that. Well, as long as my foot is fine, we'll go to Carowinds. But girl, I'm like piling this junk on. I feel like it's just not. There we go. So yeah, as far as like holiday plans, like I don't know what we're gonna do Thanksgiving. We'll probably do kind of the same thing. Just like go out somewhere at night, find somewhere to go out to at night. That is fun, and you don't have to spend much money. And then I really want to go on a cruise, but things keep coming up and I just don't know that I'm going to be able to financially because I'm still unsure if you need to get a passport and all that stuff. So Yeah, I would love to, but maybe that's a goal for next year to start saving for, to do with them, is the cruise. But yeah, just to go around, like, I know that there's like a place called, I can't remember the name of the town, but it's called Christmas Town. Did we ever? Yeah, we did make it downtown. Oh, I'm doing that again though. We're going down to the night stadium, only this time we're gonna not leave my car. Do y'all remember that last year? We will not be doing that. But I do want to go down to the night stadium again because that was one of my favorites. And I also will do the NASCAR, the Speedway. That one was awesome. So yeah, I'll do that one again too. But other than that, that's all I got planned. Favorite recipe on a cool fall day, I need inspo. Lasagna soup. I freaking love lasagna soup. I also love taco soup. I love taco chili. I love chili. I love soup. Just soup in general. But those are my favorites. What is your favorite thing about living in North Carolina? Being away from my ex-husband and knowing that he can't just show up. But also, on the flip side of that, just North Carolina in general, it is freaking beautiful here. It is so beautiful here. And I love the location. I love where we're at. I love that you can be in the city if you want to be. You can be in the country if you want to be. There is so much to do. I love it. What is your favorite type of video to make on YouTube? 100% this. Doing makeup stuff. It is my favorite. And I know I'm going to get the question, well, why don't you do it more often? And I kind of touched on this already. It's expensive. It's really, really, really expensive. And unfortunately, my makeup videos just don't do well. They don't do well. So trying to make a living doing this is, you know, I can't really, you know. So with that being said, my second favorite type of video are try-ons, especially when I get down more in my weight loss journey and can start fitting better into clothes, because your girl loves some clothes and some shoes and all that stuff. Jakayla Morrison here on YouTube said, what is the best thing to do to get over a breakup? Girl, it's been so long since I've been through a breakup. I don't handle breakups very well. But the thing that I can suggest is definitely, especially if you have a good support system. I've never really had a good support system, so I've always just had to do everything on my own, and that's been really difficult. But if you have friends, spend as much time as you can with your friends. Laugh. Don't watch or read any kind of romance stuff. Look at comedy. Go find yourself again. Go do things for you. Go to the movies yourself. Go date yourself. Date yourself and heal from that breakup too. I think that's very important. How do you balance social events while still staying on track? Girl, I do not. Okay, so like here's my biggest thing. When it comes to going to a restaurant, I will Google the restaurant and I will go ahead and plan out what I'm going to eat. So that way I don't even look at the menu. I don't even, none of that stuff. And I know exactly what I'm going to eat. I know the calories. I know how much. And sometimes I splurge, sometimes I don't. It just all depends on how I'm feeling that day, how my weight loss has been going. Like if I'm like, oh, like I really want to lose and I feel like I won't if I eat this, or, you know, it just kind of all depends on like what I'm feeling that day. I definitely celebrated for my birthday with my friends when they were here. I just ate more that Saturday. And what was it? We ended up, like I lost 3 pounds that week. And then for my birthday, I had Chick-fil-A for lunch. And then I went to Taste of Buffalo, one of my favorite restaurants here. Had wings, pizza, and ate more than I intended. I was rolling my feelings that day. And I lost like almost 2 pounds again this week. So, I mean, I think that's the biggest thing but also throughout the week with Weight Watchers, I literally do not feel restricted, and I am not feeling restricted. Like y'all can go watch my TikToks. I don't upload them daily, but I've uploaded a couple of them, and girl, I eat. So that's how I balance. Now, if I was going to like a party where there was like gonna be like buffet foods and stuff, that's where I would get in trouble. So what I would do for an event like that, is eat before I go and just try not to eat all the finger foods. Or if you do, like, just eat them and then move on the next day. What is one thing on your bucket list that you've always wanted to do? Take my kids on a cruise. How do you manage anxiety? Exercise. Exercise has been huge. Also, getting rid of any and every toxic person that's been in my life. That has helped so much with anxiety and depression. How do you stay motivated with your goals? Girl, I'm not gonna lie, this year, it's been really hard. Like, I opened up about the fact that, like, with YouTube, I mean, my channel has not grown. It literally, like, I don't know if it's necessarily, I mean, I know, like, it's probably once I stopped doing cleaning videos. I was in just such a massive depression when I had my house looking the way that those cleaning videos used to be. I'm not in that space anymore, and I don't, my regular cleaning videos, so I feel like ever since I stopped doing that and cooking stuff, which I enjoy, but I think it just stopped growing. And it's hard. It is really hard to keep going when you don't see any growth at all. And I just keep reminding myself of what I want to do and where I want to be and the things that I want to achieve, and I just keep going. I don't know. Like, I definitely have my days, I have my months even, where I'm just like, I'm so over this. I'm gonna go find a job. I'm just done. I'm done with freaking YouTube. I'm done with all of this. And then I think about it and I'm like, I'm so incredibly grateful that this is what I get to do, even though I haven't grown. But sometimes I feel like it would be like you going and working your tail off at your job and working so freaking hard, but then you also don't grow, and your employer keeps coming to tell you that you're not doing a good enough job and that you need to step it up in some way. I can't explain it. It's been really freaking hard. Love your channel, by the way. Thank you, girl. Are you still considering a New Year's Eve New Year's cruise? A trip would be so much fun for you and the kids. It would. It's expensive, girl. It's like over $1,700 just for the trip, and then I'd have to pay gratuity, and then if the kids, I wouldn't be getting sodas, but if the kids wanted any sodas, we'd have to pay for that, which I really wouldn't like let them get that many, but I would let them get some. Y'all know I don't drink, so that's not a big deal, but like, I think you have to have a passport. We don't have a passport in order to go to the Bahamas. We don't have one. So let me know if that's wrong. Because if it's so, then I might even like try to like, okay, let's see what we can do. Because I really freaking want to go. I really want to go. I just want to be like, I want to be in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean celebrating New Year's Eve. Just doing something completely different than I've ever done before. Because these have been really freaking hard years for me. And I feel like my time, like it's my time. I keep saying that it's my time. And I just feel like things are about to shift for me. I really, really, really do. But like with parking, the drive there, the drive back, so gas, I don't know. But I really want to go. So it's still up in the air. I've already talked about this, but yeah. By the way, love to watch you do your eye makeup. I hope you're enjoying this. Thank you. Always gorgeous. Thanks, Jan. You're really good with makeup and fashion. How did you get so good? Training, natural, 100% natural. Which makes me really happy. I just always, like I didn't have the mom. Like if Ava, especially Ava, she's so artistic. If she became a makeup artist, it wouldn't be, or if she was really good at makeup, it would not surprise me at all. It surprises me because, she also has been watching me for so many years do my thing and put on my makeup and like this is me. So I would understand, but my mom literally just slapped on makeup. Like I never, like it wasn't, you know, it's just natural. I love it. I've always loved fashion. Like I was that girl that was telling my teachers, oh my gosh, your outfit is so cute. Oh my gosh, I love your jewelry. I love your shoes. Like I was that girl. So I was also always teacher pet too. Well, when I lived in Buffalo, y'all, it was like such a culture shock when I moved from Buffalo, because like I was like at all the teacher's favorite child or student, and then it became this thing where like I was like, what happened? I struggled when I moved down to Georgia for sure, because I didn't have to do like any kind of studying or anything, and then I moved to Georgia and it was like I was failing. Teachers weren't as nice. But yeah, it's natural and I love it, and I cannot wait to keep losing weight, because that has been one of the hardest things being plus size, is that while the plus size game it's come a long way, it's still not where I would personally like for it to be. So I can't wait until I can go into any store. Or even now, like it's been so hard wearing jeans and finding jeans that fit, because the 26s are too big, the 24s are still a little too snug. So it's been frustrating, but I have a pair of Venus jeans on right now, and they're not as stretchy as I like for them to be, but they're still comfortable. So thank you, Venus, for that. What advice would you give to your younger self? Do not let men do what they're doing to you. Walk away. Walk away. Do not let these men, like, go to fashion school. I wanted to go to fashion school. Do not take care of men. Take care of yourself. Know your worth. And set those boundaries, girl. Do you accomplish or reach some of your goals? I haven't in a while. And again, that's been really hard. Especially with my weight, it's been going up, down, up, down, up, down. Like for the past 3 years, like once I hit 300 and I got divorced, I mean, the divorce hit me way harder than I thought it was going to. And I've really struggled with that. But my goal is to be under 300 pounds by the end of this year, and to stay under 300. Like go into the new year with, you know, I've done a lot of healing. I'm sure I still have a lot of healing to do, but I'm really proud of the healing that I've done so far. So really, truly, hopefully next year I can fully focus on a weight loss journey and not just constantly feeling like I'm like in the process of like healing. You know what I mean? So, are you happy now? I wouldn't say like I'm happy, but I'm hopeful, and I know, like, okay, so I know that you're supposed to make yourself happy or whatever. You're not supposed to depend on other people to make you happy, but like, I literally will go days, sometimes weeks, without talking to a single adult. So the fact that it's been difficult to make friends makes things hard, and I would say that I'm not as happy as I know I can. But ultimately, again, when I look back at the past 8 months when I was exercising, exercise has really helped with my depression and stuff like that. So I would say yes and no. Like, I'm not as happy as I know I can be, and it's because it's been like I don't have people in my life that, you know, I want to have like dinners and people over, and like I want to have a best friend that's like here, you know, or like a friend that I'm really close to. Oh, are you happy with the choices? Oh, yes, 100%. I'm so happy that I left my ex-husband. Oh my gosh. I am so happy that I left him. I'm so happy that I moved here to Charlotte. I'm so happy. Best decision for sure. Absolutely love it here. Ever thought about putting together a cookbook of Locale or healthy recipes? No, because the fact that like they're never my own. Me and my friend were talking about this yesterday. I cannot, for the life of me, I am not that person that can go, oh, like I have this, 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 and this, and I'm gonna make this. No, girl, I like always look at other people. I always go off of other people's recipes. That's how I cook. Like, I'm a good cook. I can cook. My food's good, but it's everyone else's recipes. I don't do recipes. That's not my forte. What is the hardest thing and best thing about being a single mom? The best thing about being a single mom is the fact that, like, there's no one else here to, like, I get to parent myself. So, like, there's no one else to have to, like, argue with about parenting styles. But that's also probably the worst thing, is, like, having to do it alone. And not having someone to back you up. Not having someone, if my daughter is, like, emotional or going through something, like, it's just me, you know? And I so many times just wish that she could have, like, had another adult she could call, or she could, like, that was here, that could talk to her. That has by far been one of the hardest things about being a single mom, is, like, at the end of the night, I can't sit there and go, what should we do about these kids? You know? Like, especially, like, if they're going through something, they're dependent on one person and only one person. Also, sometimes, like, if I'm not feeling well and they want to go somewhere, it's like, well, we can't go anywhere because she's not feeling good and we don't have another person that can, like, take us to the mall, or, you know, it's like, you are responsible 24/7 for everything, and that's been really difficult too. What's the most and least thing you miss about Georgia? The most thing I miss are my friends. The least thing I miss, my husband, my ex-husband. Did the kids adapt fast to the new state? Yes. Did they have any regrets? No, I did not, and neither did they. They love it here. They absolutely love it here. Ava, she's a little, because she's not a big city girl. But she's, some days she loves it, some days she hates it, but she's also 13, so, I mean, do you really love anything at that age? Top 3 books you recommend. Favorite makeup brand, how's Bella? Bella's doing great. Favorite makeup brand? Gosh, I love IT Cosmetics, but then I also love e.l.f., and then I also love Morphe. So those would be my top 3. My top 3. I also love Anastasia Beverly. Oh, I haven't been using that often. But yeah, I would say IT Cosmetics, because I have the most stuff from them. I have their skincare, I have their foundations, I have their eye cream, but then I also only really love those things from them too. Top 3 books you recommend? Verity. Verity by Colleen Hoover. That was freaking so good. I literally could not put that book down. So freaking good. There was another really good book. Oh gosh, let me go into my Kindle thing. Okay, so Verity, Colleen Hoover. Never Lie by Frida McFadden was really, really freaking good. And then what was that other one? That one was... Frida McFadden is definitely becoming, like, one of my favorite authors. The Housemaid was really good, but there was one, I think it was The Inmate. The Inmate! That one was good, by Frida McFadden. So yeah, those are my 3 favorite. The Inmate, Never Lie by Frida McFadden, and then Verity by Colleen Hoover. What is your all-time favorite movie? Dirty Dancing! Oh my gosh, I could watch that thing 100 times. I could watch it 100 times just today. Oh my gosh. The feeling that I get when I watch that movie is indescribable. Oh my god, I love that movie! Oh, song. Favorite song? I don't have a favorite song. Do not have a favorite song. I really am not liking music at the moment. Like, the music nowadays. What were you like when you were a child? I was very much so like Ava. I was very quiet, very soft-spoken, very shy. What did you want to be when you grew up? I wanted to be a fashion designer or a makeup artist. I never learned, like, color theory, so the reason why I'm not a makeup artist is because I cannot match foundation for crap. Like, I don't have that eye, you know what I mean? Like, I wish I did, but I just don't. So if I'm at a makeup store with a friend, they're like, what foundation should I get? I'm like, girl, I don't know. as someone that works here, I don't know. I can't, and I wish I had that. I think you either have it or you don't. And for me, I don't. And could I just do someone's eyes? Absolutely. And I would love it. But like when you get to the face, I don't know. I don't know what to do. And I don't know colors and all that stuff. And it's really hard for me to like, I hear that the undertones you find through the veins and stuff, but I can't with people's undertones figure that out and stuff like that. Did you go to college? I did, for accounting. If I could go back to college though, what would I study? I would go to esthetician school and see if I could try to learn how to color match people and stuff like that. That would be fun, actually. But the thing about esthetician school is that they're expensive and that they're usually private schools, so usually you have to pay, not usually, you have to pay out of pocket. What is one quality that really attracts you to a man? What is one big turnoff? If a guy is just checking out another woman, that is such a turnoff. Or if a guy drinks too much, that is a major turnoff. Or if he does drugs. But a quality, someone who's stable, someone who's a good father. So lots of stability. I need lots of stability in someone. Describe your dream house location. Oh my gosh, my dream house. Okay, so it has 6 bedrooms, okay? Because I'm going to have the house that my grandbabies are going to come to, and I'm going to have it all set up for my grandbabies. I'm going to have a crib, playpen, their food, clothes for them. Like, I'm going to have, like, that. My house is going to be their second house, 100%. So I want 6 bedrooms. I want a backyard pool. I also want a backyard kitchen with like the grill and a little fridge and a little place where you can like dice and cut up things. And I also want like burners out there so I could like, you like basically like cook. I also, like, I literally want to live outside in the summer. I want a little screened in porch with a fireplace and a place where you can put the TV. I want a big kitchen, big living room. I don't need a dining room or anything like that. I would love for my bedroom to be downstairs and then an office to be upstairs. I didn't like when with the house I lived in where downstairs was only living room, dining room, which we never went into, and kitchen. I would much rather have either had my bedroom down there or my office down there because I felt like we never went down there unless we were eating. So yeah, location here in North Carolina. Girl, you inspire me and I am 51 and need to get out there dating. How do you do it and meet good guys? I can't give you advice on that. I'm so sorry. I wish I could. Here's the thing. I don't want to sleep with you. I don't want to be your mother. I want you to be stable. Like, I feel like there's so much to choose from. There's so much like instant gratification. There's so many men that say they want one thing and really just only want another. Like, it's really hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. I honestly also think that I'm not a very good online dater. It pisses me off. Oh, it makes me so mad. So what I think is, and I've heard this, go to the places, like, if you don't like to drink or you don't want to be at the bar every weekend, like, that's not your idea of fun, don't meet your man at the bar. Go to the places that you enjoy being, and that's where you'll find your man. I heard that. I still haven't found my man though. But I would try. Seriously, try. I mean, there's like dating, speed dating. There's like virtual speed dating. So you don't even have to leave the comfort of your home if you don't want to. You know, if you have friends, that's my thing. I want to be like a friend of a friend. I know this guy. He's great. You know, da-da-da. Y'all would be perfect for each other. That's how I personally hope to meet someone. Because I don't know if online dating is for me. I really don't. It's really hard to talk and put on these lashes at the same time because I mean, I can still talk and do them, but it's like I can't look at the camera. And the camera's trying to focus and it makes that crazy noise. It's like... Is that on? But thank you, Susan. I'm glad that I can inspire you. And here's my advice. For me, I'm really wanting to focus on my weight loss. And I'm not feeling that great about myself right now. I feel like I have a little more healing to do. Like the idea of a man like even touching me kind of has me like right now. So I don't think I'm ready to date. It also could be like the guys that I went on a date with just weren't my type, and I wasn't like, hey. So I don't know. I don't know. But don't give up, okay? Take breaks if you need to, but don't give up because your man's out there, girl. Just like my man's out there. They're out there, okay? Allison said, how do your kids feel about you dating? Girl, they were so excited. As a matter of fact, when I told Ava that their dad had a girlfriend, she literally jumped up and down screaming, yay! And I looked at her and I was like, so excited, huh? She was like, I'm just so ready for her, because he'll say stuff, and but yeah, they're happy. But then they really would love to see me happy too, and like probably a little. Here's the thing, my kids are teenagers. Look at that. I hate that about my brows. Like this one's down here and then this one's like over here, but there's like literally nothing I could do about it. It's fine, it's whatever. Oh, where'd it go? Let's see. Is their dad involved in their lives now? Girl, it literally went an entire year, more than an entire year without seeing him. So yeah, he eventually came up here, spent like a few hours with them, and then left. And he will call them, from my understanding. Like, here's the thing. If you ask him, like, oh, what's your kid's favorite color? What, like, he'll obviously know what grade they're in. But I don't even know if he knows the name of their school. He definitely doesn't know the name of their teachers, which I can forgive him for because, girl, I had to write down all their teachers' names because I kind of felt bad. I was like, I mean, between the two of them, they have freaking 10 teachers. So it's like, it's a lot. But, you know, like, he doesn't know anything about them. And like when he does call, it's like all surface level crap. How was your day today? How are you? Okay, well, it was really good hearing your voice. I'll call you tomorrow. I don't want to bother you. I don't want to hold you up. And they get that like maybe once every 2 weeks. How he even has a girlfriend right now, I don't know. They're like living together. She's paying all his bills. She's like fronting everything. I wonder, does he tell her that I'm on YouTube? My camera just stopped. You know what, y'all? I'm gonna keep this video up as long as it is. I'm gonna keep it up because I'm actually having a really good time. Like, let's just do this, okay? So yeah, I'm really surprised he has a girlfriend. I wonder what this girlfriend feels about like his relationship. Like, I'm sure he's probably saying that I'm crazy and that I won't let him see the kids or some kind of crap like that. I don't know, but she's literally like, he's living with her. She's literally paying everything. He doesn't have a car. He drives her car. Like when he came to visit, it was in her car. She didn't come. Which I had told him, I said, you're coming up here to see your kids. You haven't seen them in over a year. Leave the girlfriend at home. Like, I don't care if she meets them and whatnot, but the first time that you haven't seen them in a year, please keep her at home. And that was back in August, so it's been over 2 months and he hasn't tried to make plans to come up here. So yeah, he's not really involved, unfortunately, and that sucks. Do you have any siblings? Yes. Do you have a good... No, I don't have a relationship at all with them. Are your parents still alive? Yes. Do you have a good relationship with them? I've seen them, like, they've come up here like 3 or 4 times since I've been here. Where were your girlfriends visiting from? They were visiting from Georgia. So they were like friends that I had that I stopped talking to. See, here's the thing. I feel like God like intervened in that, because I would have never left if I still was friends with them when I made that decision to move to Charlotte. Because I've been saying for years, I hate it here. I want to go. I want to go. I want to go. I want to go. But I feel like because I had those friendships and there was almost like a security blanket, I feel like I would not have left. I don't feel like, I know I would never have left. So us not being friends had to happen in order for me to get here. And I don't regret it. You know, because friends fight and then they make up if you're real good friends, and then some people just aren't meant to be in your life forever. So, but yeah, they came from Georgia. Have you made any new friends locally yet? I've met people. Haven't like really like, not anyone I feel like, hey girl, let's go. I have met up with a subscriber. She's like super busy all the time. So, and then the times that we were supposed to go out, like stuff happened. The one time we were supposed to go out, it was my ex-husband was supposed to come, and I couldn't just abandon my kids like that. So, anyways, other than shopping and going out to eat, what do you like to do with friends? Anything, whatever you want to do, let's do. Like, I'm literally perfectly content with just hanging out at the house, watching movies and laughing and like talking. I love doing things like going on walks. I would love to have a friend that we could like go on walks with, to greenways. I would love to do like putt-putt. There's an adult golf place here. I would love to go to that. I would love to do like more active things and like go to the mountains. I would love to travel, you know? Like, let's go do this. Let's go here. So yeah. Have you been watching anything good on TV, Netflix? Okay, so Zatima, I discovered that on BET Plus. I did a BET Plus. I don't even remember why I did that. Why did I do that trial? It was to watch something, and then I discovered Zatima, and I was like, oh. So I've been watching that, and then on Netflix, we've been watching Cobra Kai. It's really freaking good. Have you ever considered writing a book on your life and experiences? Yes, but I don't know how I'd write it, because I've been told I'm a good writer, but I don't enjoy it. But girl, I've been through a lot that I could write about a lot, and I feel like I could inspire a lot of people. I think everyone has such a vastly different outlook, and yours in particular seems unique. Thanks, I think. Are you still planning on losing weight, or are you done with dieting? All the best, Roz B. I'm on Weight Watchers, so I will never stop trying. I've got to lose this weight, and I will. What do you and your kids love about North Carolina? I just love how beautiful it is. I love how close we are. Like, we're in a very good location, so we're super close to the beach, close to the mountains, close to home, like 3-hour drive, not that bad. It's beautiful here. Have you ever thought about doing a traveling vlog? Oh yeah. Do y'all want to do a GoFundMe for me? And then I can go travel? That would be so much fun. Not the GoFundMe, if y'all want to go, but I'm not gonna tell you what to do. But no, for real though, I would love to travel, but here's the thing. Okay, so like right now I'm afraid of airplanes, but what I said I wanted to do eventually is like be able to go on a plane, get on a plane and fly to Atlanta. So like it's a super 45-minute flight. So it's not as like, here you go, stay on this plane for 4 hours kind of thing. So that's what I would love to do. But like I would also love like when the kids get older, and like I would not be opposed to the idea, especially with them doing their own thing and they're in college or whatever it is that they're going to do with their lives. If I'm literally just like, man, I've never seen my dang kids. I would love to travel the world in an RV. I would. I think that would be really freaking cool. I don't know how I would do with an RV though, because it's so compact, and I love having like a big bathroom and like lots of space to get ready. So I don't know. I like the idea of it. I don't know that I would actually love it though. What do you do for fun? Dance. Dance, for sure. What is the best thing to do to get over a breakup while still staying on track with your diet? I have not figured that out, because I've been grieving I wouldn't say I've been grieving. I've been healing from my ex-husband and what happened in our marriage for the past 3 years. So it's been really hard for me. Like, I'll get triggered and I'll be like, oh my gosh. But I'm learning to like deal with those emotions. But that's taken a lot of time. So I really don't have advice on that. I'm sorry. What is one thing on your bucket list that you want for Christmas to take my kids on that cruise? What is your favorite music and favorite movie? Favorite movie is Dirty Dancing. Favorite music? As far as like type of music, definitely pop music. Pop music, a little bit of hip hop. I really enjoy like early 2000 hip hop. Oh, love early 2000s hip hop. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Marcus. You're so sweet. What do you work outside of your YouTube channel? No. What made you decide? I already went over that. Have you or would you do a Vlogmas series? I have, and I will never do it again. I did that last year. I will never do it again. Never. It hurt my channel so bad. What were / are some of the best things about moving to your new city? The fact that there's a beautiful city and there's so much to explore and so much to do. What are the worst and hardest things about moving to your new city? Like not meeting friends and not being able to like explore and do things like I wanted to. I know you mentioned something about your faith in a couple of your videos, but you don't really talk about it much. Do you still consider yourself? Yes, absolutely. I'm still a Christian. If so, how serious a Christian would you say you are? I mean, I don't go to church or anything. Oh, someone must have put a ridiculous reply. Careless. Oh, Tammy, I am sorry that someone... I can't read whatever the reply says. How much it influences my lifestyle decisions, habits. Okay, so like... I'm not a conservative Christian. So yeah, I mean, I don't go to church because I feel like there are too many rules. But I don't see anywhere in the Bible. But like, it's too judgy. So I choose to just have my own relationship with God. So yeah. Hi, love. Do you keep in touch with any of your ex's family members? His mom will call here and there. I have not heard a thing from any of his brothers or his sisters, and they have not either tried to make a relationship or keep a relationship with my children as well, which is very, very sad, and I hate that. But yeah. Do they at least keep in touch with the kids? His mom will. She'll talk to them like every couple months. Love you too, Vanessa. I still have the picture in the frame that you sent on my fridge. So thank you. I love you. Are you still going on the online dates? No. Like my last one, I was talking to this one guy and I was just like, I was trying to force it. I was trying to force, like, okay, so here's the thing. Like with him, I was more in, I wouldn't say in love. I was more into the idea of like just settling down than actually settling down with him. He was definitely not right for me. Hey Linda, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Reaching my weight loss goals. You know, these are some really good questions. Reaching my weight loss goals, owning a home. How old will Control be? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. He'll be too young to have babies. So not a grandparent yet. Let's see. Ava will still, well, how old will she be? How old will she be? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So she will still be in high school because she doesn't graduate till 19. So I definitely want to own my home and I want my dream home. It'll be her last year, so I would love to be married again, and I would love to be looking forward to like starting to travel now that my kids are, oh my gosh, I don't want to say it, almost grown. Why am I about to cry? Almost grown in 5 years. I cannot. What are your hobbies? Dancing and makeup. What is your Meyer Briggs personality type? I have no idea. I've done it before, but I've never written it down. But I do know that I am an introverted extrovert. I love being around people. People give me energy. But I'm also, and it's because of I'm afraid of what people are thinking, but I'm not a very good conversationalist. I'm not going to say that. I never know, and I'm like, oh, should I ask them this, or should I talk to this person, or should I? That's why I'm so introverted and reserved, is because I care too much what people think, and I shouldn't. Do your parents live close by? They're 3 hours away. If you could give your past self any advice, what would it be? Do not let these men do what they're doing to you. Do not let it happen. Do not continue. Love yourself more. Oh my gosh. Also, if I could tell my 140-pound self, I would have told myself to go become a flight attendant and travel the world. I would have told myself that, and I would have told myself, love that body of yours because it is beautiful and you are freaking banging and you are gorgeous, and don't let that a-hole that you're with leave him. Because you are never going to be enough for him, and he will never be good enough for you. And you don't realize that. You don't realize that, but when you get older, you will. If you could tell your future self something, what would it be? That's a really good question. I'm proud of you. Are you happy as a plus-size woman? No. How is dating now in your 40s? It sucks. Would you date younger men? Yes. Love you too. These are the worst questions. I thought they were really good. Okay. Now that we've been chatting, it's probably like an hour plus long video. If you guys are here, I hope that you enjoyed. Let's do this more often. This was really fun. Why is this not going in? So yeah, let's do this again. We'll meet here every once in a while. Thanks for sending in the questions, guys. I really had a good time answering them, and I love you guys. Huge thank you to Dossier for partnering with me on this video. Again, don't forget, link is down below in the description box. Coupon code Jill10 saves you 10% off your order. Have an amazing day, you guys. Thank you so much. I hope that you enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.